Welcome to Celeb Memorial TV, the place where we celebrate and honor the legacies of remarkable individuals whose talents and achievements have left a memorable impact on our world. In each episode, we share news, heartfelt tributes, and cherished memories of those who have recently passed. Subscribe to our channel to stay connected, and join our community in remembering and celebrating these extraordinary lives. Join us as we pay tribute to their enduring contributions and keep their stories alive. James Gregory, beloved Atlanta stand-up comedian known for his down-home, common-sense humor, died of cardiac complications at the age of 78. His family announced his passing on his public Facebook page, highlighting his ability to bring laughter and joy to countless lives, leaving an everlasting mark on the comedy world. He was cared for in his final days by his three nieces, Martha Ann, Mary Jane, and Candy, who affectionately referred to him as Uncle Bubba. Born and raised in Lithonia, he became the first in his family to graduate high school before entering sales as an adult. By 1981, restless and eager for a change, he pivoted to stand-up comedy, adopting a businessman's mentality and seeing his audience as customers. His first gig was at the Punchline Comedy Club in Sandy Springs in 1982, where he famously won a coin flip to become the first comedian to step on its stage. Dubbed the funniest man in America, Gregory was known for his relatable Southern wit and reliable weekend performances, primarily in the Southeast. He frequently used morning radio programs like John Boy and Billy and Rick and Bubba to promote his shows, drawing devoted fans to his acts in clubs and small theaters. He performed overseas for U.S. troops in locations including Bahrain, Spain, and Germany. Fellow comedian Jerry Farber recounted his generosity, describing how Gregory once provided him with a $2,500 check instead of the $500 requested. Gregory said, "I don't loan money to anybody. I give it. If you want to give it back, fine, but I don't expect it." His autobiography, A Bushel of Beans and a Peck of Tomatoes, The Life and Times of the Funniest Man in America, was completed just before his passing and will be released in November. Susan Backlinie, the actress and stuntwoman known for her chilling portrayal of the first shark attack victim in Steven Spielberg's Jaws, passed away at her home in Ventura, California. She was 77. Backlinie, a nationally ranked swimmer and professional diver specializing in animal training, played Chrissy Watkins, the ill-fated swimmer, in Jaws. Her performance of being violently pulled underwater was a masterful blend of her expertise and Spielberg's cinematic vision. The scene took 3 days to film at Martha's Vineyard, requiring intense choreography by crews who alternated between yanking her left and right to simulate a shark attack. Spielberg cast her specifically for her swimming and stunt abilities, noting that she needed to endure a whole lot of violent shaking. The success of her role cemented her legacy in horror history. The performance reportedly scared co-star Richard Dreyfuss and left audiences worldwide too terrified to swim. She later parodied the role in Spielberg's 1941, where she was picked up by a submarine's periscope instead of a shark. In addition to her Jaws legacy, she appeared in 2-Minute Warning, Day of the Animals, where she also served as an animal trainer, and The Great Muppet Caper. Her television credits included The Fall Guy and Quark. Before retiring, she took on various stunt work and even appeared in magazines like Penthouse and Mayfair. She spent her later years as a computer accountant in Ventura, living on a houseboat with her husband Harvey. Backlinie leaves behind a legacy as an unforgettable presence on screen and an everlasting contributor to film history. Rudy Moreno, a fixture of the Los Angeles comedy scene and a familiar face on television, passed away at 66. He was in a hospital ICU before his passing, confirmed by his agent Mark Scroggs. Though the precise cause of death remains undisclosed, Moreno had been battling pneumonia and was undergoing dialysis. Known as the godfather of Latino comedy, Moreno built a legacy of laughter with his work on stage and screen. His television appearances spanned popular shows like Arrested Development, Monk, The Shield, Judging Amy, and The Kingpin. He also made guest appearances on Lopez Tonight and gained recognition for his comedic talent and warm personality. Born and raised in Lincoln Heights, Los Angeles, Moreno started his show business journey at 13, forming a garage band and later becoming a radio DJ. After high school, he expanded into DJing at various Southern California nightclubs. Eventually, he found his comedic calling when he opened for the rock group Ceara, launching a successful stand-up career. Fellow comedians expressed their grief and admiration for Moreno. Ken Jeong called him the godfather of Latino comedy, crediting Moreno for giving him his first booking at the Ice House and for continually supporting aspiring comedians. Dante, another comedian, expressed devastation over losing one of his favorite people, saying, "He was not only a great comedian, but an even better friend." Jimmy Shaw also paid tribute, saying, "A friend to all comics." Moreno is survived by his wife, Arlene, and children. He leaves behind a legacy as a beloved figure in comedy, who generously helped launch the careers of countless comedians while bringing joy to audiences with his humor. Ania Acosta, a Colombian beauty queen and actress, has passed away at the age of 43. The Colombian embassy in Mexico announced her passing, paying tribute to her remarkable achievements and lasting impact. Acosta first gained recognition in 2001 after winning the Chaco province beauty pageant, propelling her to national fame. She transitioned into television and secured roles in notable Colombian network series, including La Viuda Negra, The Black Widow, Las Detectivas y el Victor, The Detectives and Victor, and El Comandante, The Commander. Her talent and captivating on-screen presence won her a dedicated following, making her a beloved figure in Colombian entertainment. In 2022, Acosta moved to Mexico to pursue her singing career, but her promising future was tragically cut short. She was admired for her intelligence, charm, and commitment to her craft. Her accomplishments in beauty pageants, television, and music continue to inspire and resonate with her fans and loved ones. In mourning her loss, the Colombian embassy highlighted her work and the void she leaves behind in the entertainment industry. Ania Acosta's achievements and radiant spirit will continue to shine brightly through the legacy she left. Jeannie Epper, a legendary stuntwoman who doubled for Linda Carter on Wonder Woman and Kathleen Turner in Romancing the Stone, has died at the age of 83 from natural causes. Epper passed away at her home in Simi Valley, California. A member of Hollywood's renowned Epper family of stunt performers, she began her career as a child under the guidance of her father, John Epper, and went on to contribute to more than 150 films and TV shows. During her illustrious 70-year career, she became known for her daring stunts and impeccable athleticism. Epper fearlessly swung on a vine across a 350-foot gorge in Romancing the Stone, and in Wonder Woman, she perfectly mimicked Carter's gait while leaping into action as the titular superhero. Epper earned the first Lifetime Achievement Award given to a woman at the World Taurus Awards in 2007. Her work on The Big Valley and Dynasty, where she doubled for Linda Evans, further cemented her legacy in Hollywood. She was known for her prowess in stunt choreography and her tenacity, often stepping in for other notable actresses, including Lindsay Wagner, Jessica Walter, and Pam Grier. Epper was a founding member of the Stunt Women's Association of Motion Pictures and a champion for female stunt performers. Her leadership inspired and paved the way for women in the industry. Even Steven Spielberg marveled at her family's legacy, dubbing them the Flying Wallendas of film. Epper is survived by her husband Tim, children Erlene and Richard, and 5 grandchildren. She leaves behind a remarkable legacy of breaking barriers for women in film stunts, serving as a true Wonder Woman in her own right. Ruth Landers, producer and mother to actresses Audrey and Judy Landers, passed away at the age of 85 from natural causes. Landers, a longtime resident of Sarasota, Florida, was a pioneering entertainment figure who created the Hug-a-Bug Club, an educational PBS show for preschoolers that aired from 1995 to 1997, featuring her daughters as Miss Audrey and Miss Judy. Born on May 17, 1938 in Frankfurt, Germany, Landers and her family fled the Nazi regime for Shanghai following Kristallnacht in 1938. She immigrated to the U.S. in 1948 and, in her 20s, established her own national printing company, Office Research Corp. Later, she managed her daughters' careers, guiding them through acting and singing roles. Ruth Landers expanded her influence in the entertainment industry by producing several films, including Ghostwriter, 1989, Club Fed, 1990, and California Casanova, 1991, which prominently featured her daughters. She also served as the executive producer for Circus Camp, 2006, which starred multiple family members. In addition to her work in film and television, Landers co-founded the Landers Star Collection to provide affordable fashion to women through Home Shopping Europe, QVC, and Shop NBC. Her daughter, Audrey Landers, became known for her role as Afton Cooper on Dallas, while Judy appeared in TV series like Vega Dollar and BJ and the Bear. Ruth Landers is survived by her daughters, her sister Esther, her grandchildren Daniel, Adam, Lindsay, and Christy, and her great-grandchildren Sawyer, Evangeline, and Hendrix. Her legacy of empowering women in entertainment and providing wholesome content for children lives on through her daughter's ongoing creative pursuits. Zach Norman, beloved for his role as the crocodile-loving antiquities smuggler Ira in Romancing the Stone, 1984, died at age 83 on Sunday night of natural causes at Providence St. Joseph Medical Center in Burbank. Born Howard Gerald Zucker on May 27, 1940, in Boston and raised in Revere, Massachusetts, Norman earned an MBA from Harvard Business School after attending the Governor's Academy and Vanderbilt University. However, he pursued comedy instead, performing at Playboy clubs, the Flamingo in Las Vegas, and New York's Copacabana. He even appeared on The Tonight Show starring Johnny Carson in 1969. Norman's journey into film production began with John Arden's Live Like Pigs, an off-Broadway drama that opened in 1965. He later financed the Oscar-winning documentary Hearts and Minds, 1974. He frequently collaborated with director Henry Jaglom on numerous films, including Tracks, 1976, Sitting Ducks, 1980, and Festival in Cannes, 2001. His best-known role remains Ira in Romancing the Stone, where he and Danny DeVito played a comical pair of smugglers. Beyond this, he was featured in Fingers, 1978, Ragtime, 1981, and Cadillac Man, 1990, among other films, and appeared on TV shows like The Flash and The Nanny. In 2016, he revived Chief Zabu, a film he co-directed, co-wrote, and co-produced in 1986 about a real estate developer's political ambitions. Despite its initial challenges, the film ultimately garnered praise for its unique comedic style and biting satire. Norman, also an art collector who owned works by Jean-Michel Basquiat, leaves behind his wife, Nancy, sister Jane, children Lori, Tracy, Stephen, and Michael, and grandchildren Sasha, Addison, Benjamin, Henry, Liliana, Jonathan, Justin, Jaden, Jackie, Gabrielle, Rachel, Susie, Joseph, and Seth. Susan Buckner, the actress beloved for her role as the perky cheerleader Patty Simcox in Grease, has passed away at the age of 72. Buckner passed away peacefully on May 2nd, surrounded by loved ones, according to a family publicist, Melissa Berthier. Her daughter, Samantha Mansfield, noted that the light she brought into every room will be missed forever, describing her as magic. Born in Seattle in 1952, Buckner first gained recognition on the pageant circuit, winning Miss Washington in 1971 and representing the state in the Miss America competition the following year. She transitioned into entertainment, joining the Gold Diggers, a singing and dancing group featured on The Dean Martin Show. She also made appearances on The McDavis Show, Sonny and Cher, and The Brady Bunch Variety Hour. However, it was her role as Patty Simcox in the 1978 film Grease that made her a familiar face. Her character's infectious cheerleading spirit brought energy to fictional Rydell High with her rallying cry, "Do the splits, give a yell. Show a little spirit for old Rydell. Way to go, red and white. Go, Rydell, fight, fight, fight." Buckner continued acting through the 1980s with appearances in The Love Boat and The Hardy Boys' Nancy Drew Mysteries, as well as a role in Police Academy 6, City Under Siege. Eventually, she retired to raise her children and focus on family life. In later years, she directed children's theater at a Florida elementary school and taught dance at a Coral Gables gym. Buckner is survived by her children, Samantha Mansfield and Adam Josephs, grandchildren Oliver, Riley, Abigail, and Ruby, sister Linda, daughter-in-law Noel Josephs, son-in-law Adam Mansfield, and longtime partner Al. Breaking news. News 1. Emily Willis, a former actress, remains in a partial vegetative state after suffering cardiac arrest that led to a coma. Despite being able to track movements with her eyes and register emotions, her stepfather Michael shared that doctors are uncertain about further recovery. Willis, real name Litzy Lara Banulos, became ill while in rehab and underwent thorough toxicology testing that showed no drugs in her system. The family is still awaiting additional medical reports to understand the cause of the cardiac arrest. Support has poured in for Willis and her family. Plans are underway to relocate her to St. George, Utah for ongoing care, where she can be closer to her loved ones. A GoFundMe campaign quickly exceeded its $60,000 goal, gathering over 1,200 donations and reaching almost $70,000. While her road to recovery remains challenging, the support from the community continues to be a comforting source of strength for her and her family during this difficult time. News 2. Scal, an emerging Australian model who made waves across the globe, has tragically passed away at age 28. Her family announced that she died this week at Melbourne's Peter MacCallum Centre after battling a rare, incurable cancer. Known for her striking beauty and versatile style, Scal had worked with prominent fashion houses like Marc Jacobs, Burberry, and Chanel. She was represented by the esteemed Chadwick Models Agency and graced the pages of Vogue and Vanity Fair. Cian was determined, strong, and navigated the toughest year of her life with grace, acceptance, and optimism, her family stated. Despite her illness, she never complained and maintained her adventurous spirit. Originally from Mansfield, she grew up at ease on the farm while seamlessly embracing the fast-paced fashion world. Her family fondly remembers taking her straight from a camping trip to the Melbourne Fashion Festival. Chadwick Models honored her legacy, saying, "Cian was a bright and unique light who unapologetically marched to her own beat." Scal wished for people to donate blood in her honor, believing it is the ultimate gift of life.